Hello, this is Jeff Bellinger here for another 2 Minute on Tuesday. Hopefully everyone had a good Halloween last week and you had a lot of trick-or-treaters. Moving in here to November, getting close to Thanksgiving. Wanted to talk about, as most of you are going through your open enrollment period, two great benefits that sometimes come into play here at the end of the year. If you haven't taken a look at two pre-tax programs, one's called the Flexible Spending Account or Flexible Savings Account. The other is a transit or commuter plan. They both allow employees to take money out of their paycheck pre-tax and pay for medical expenses or transportation costs, and it basically creates about a 25% savings instantly for these employees because they're allowed to take this money off the top of their paycheck before taxes are taken out, set it aside for medical related expenses and daycare expenses or transportation expenses, and then pay for it. Their paycheck's then computed without that money having had the taxes taken out, and they get to use that money and spend it on the everyday items that they're spending money on anyway. Reason we want to talk about it this time of year is because most employers like to put these in with a January 1st start date and run on calendar year so that all the expenses, especially on the flexible spending side, coordinate with deductibles, which tend to start new on January 1st. So with the flexible spending account, it allows you to pay for anything that you have to pay for out of pocket wise that your medical plan doesn't pay for, or that goes towards your deductible or co-insurance. So employees could set this aside. The government has limits set up on the medical account, and then it also has a dependent care account. So for those families that need dependent care needs, you could put up to $5,000 free through of tax-free money for daycare needs. And then the transit plan is just this, for transit and parking. Allows for transit passes, vouchers, any of the costs associated with getting to and from work, and then also parking expenses. So if you want to see how these plans work, I've included two links to some videos that we have on our administrative website for both the transit and the FSA accounts. If you have any questions upon this, we've been doing it for over 20 years. Feel free to reach out to us. We'd be happy to explain how this can work, and we could roll this in and get it ready for you for the beginning of 2018. Have a great week. We'll talk to you next week, and let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.